Oi, oi. Not long now. It's going to get techie. Everything's kicking off shortly. Delayed by the additional 15 minutes because of the lengthy sprint race that we got. That sprint race was chaotic, right? One of the best, most interesting sprint races that I've seen in a very long time. It wasn't bad. Filled with stakes and circumstance, crashes, unsafe releases, uncertainty, a decent showing from Lewis Hamilton, a chaotic showing from the Bulls that are red. Max Verstappen none too pleased. Turn one incident, Kimi Antonelli brand new. Rookie this, rookie that, youngest everything. I mean, how do you like yourself some F1? What are we doing here? Go on then, some of your questions and statements in the chat. The Liam Lawson thing's techie. I was watching Anthony Davidson's breakdown of it post-race. And Liam Lawson's team were like, hang on, per the new rules and regs as they are set out, as far as turn one instances of that ilk, there isn't even a turn one, instances of that ilk. I mean, you've got to go by if you're overtaking around the outside and you have your the front nose, the front of your car alongside the wing mirrors of the defender, then you've earned yourself right to racing room, and that's what Liam Lawson and co over at Racing Bulls were arguing, was it not? Really techie? I don't know. I don't know what I make of that. What's going on, F1 boy? I hope you're good. Good evening, Joanna. You're a legend. How are we doing, Glenecke? Ryan says, sup, gang. Clive, I'm going for Lando. Go on, and who have you got? Let me know in the poll. Put your money where your mouth is. Who have you got? Now that Lando's in the ascendancy and full of confidence, I mean, he'd bet against you. Execution, mental fortitude or lack thereof. I just saw something over on F1 Reddit that makes me that piques my interest, being that Oscar Piastri this year has either put it on pole or been within a tenth of pole. Consistency any. So go on, P2. So he's P2.084 off of pole in Australia. In the sprint in China, 0.08. Pole in China, the race proper. Suzuka, he was 0.044 off of Max Verstappen's pole. Pole in Bahrain, 0.01 adrift in Saudi, and then 0.04 adrift in the sprint at Miami. He's been close, Oscar. He's enhorabuena, as they say in Spain, in the goodest of form, to quote my old mate Josh Revel. It's I don't know. I was looking at the odds as well. Let me show you guys some odds, because we're always interested in what the odds makers have to say. Oh, and by the way, this is the first time that Max Verstappen has finished a race outside of the point since when? Have a guess, chat. You have a guess, and I'll tell you in short order. Go on then. Let's talk about some odds for this sprint, because it's techie. Oscar Piastri, currently hot favourite. Pole even. For the pole, they make him 7-4. Chat. 36% of the time they say Oscar Jack puts it on pole. Oh bloody no, look at that. 32% of the time Lando Norris, 21-10. Max Verstappen. Anytime, I'll be honest with you, anytime I see Max Verstappen at these long odds, if it's wet, you know I'm a moth to a flame, a betting degenerate. If I were a betting man, 1/9. All right then. Here are your odds. Oscar Piastri currently wins. If you run a simulation of qualifying under these circumstances, Oscar Piastri wins 36% of the time. Drops it on pole. Lando, the odds makers say, 32.2% of the time. Max Verstappen, only 14.2% of the time. And the one they call King George Russell of Kings Lynn, Norfolk, 11.1% of the time recurring. Oh, the humanity. It's going to get, I swear, it's going to get techie. But the problem for Max and anybody else not named Lando or OJ Piastri is as follows. The rain's gone away. And that would have been the great equaliser for, I don't know, a Max or a Sir Lewis. Now that it's dry, and now that tired egg will become a thing, and now that Lando and Oscar are playing their way into the McLaren MCL 39 crease, it could be a bit techie for the rest of them. It does feel like this is OJ, Piastri and Lando's to lose, doesn't it? Just a little bit. And maybe Lando, maybe now that Lando's got his confidence back at the altar of some fortuitous circumstance. I mean, case in point that the racing gods giveth and they taketh away, right? Every time that Lando, it seems, rocks up to the Miami Grand Prix, seems to get all of the luck. You know what I mean? I thought that he'd flopped it. I thought that the racing gods and karmic justice were working their way through Lando Norris, that he pitted just at the wrong time, the antithesis to what gained him the victory, his first one at this equivalent fixture last year. But all of a sudden, the safety car had already come out. I didn't realise. I thought the safety car hadn't come out yet. The safety car had long come out and had already captured, been holding up the runners and riders behind him. Meanwhile, Lando got himself a very fortuitous discounted pit stop at Techie. Then Techie things, I promise you. Go on then, let's go. Let me get this. And lucky Lando, eh? Lucky Luciano, just a tad. He was very fortuitous. But I mean, does he deserve a break? Because of his mistakes in previous... I don't know. It's hard, this. It's hard, this. Right, let's go. Let's go. 203 if you're watching, could currently do me a favour and get your vote in. Smash the like. If you're not a member already, what are you doing? Hit the join button right. And then you got yourself some cheeky Supermax merch. If you're that way inclined. Do you know what I mean? Bottom left of your screen, pinned. Right, let's go. Let's go. What's going on with Oscar anyway? Not Oscar, sorry. Alex Albon. Who is he? Unrecognisable from the man that we used to know. Always got something to say, Alex Albon. Didn't realise that he's been investigated for a cheeky safety car infringement. T-minus 21 minutes, I'm told. Do we get ourselves a cheeky Lucky's where skill meets opportunity? Bravo, Easy G. You are not wrong with that. That's one of my favourite quotes ever, I think. Oh my goodness. Did you see in the post race as well? Danica. Ever the professional Danica Patrick. So they they go to Kimi Antonelli to ask him what went wrong, what did you make about the unsafe release, etc., etc. And they throw back to Lazenby and Danica and Jenson Button. And what's Danica doing? Danica's off, out of shot, keying and signing autographs and meeting fans. They throw back to Simon Jensen, but it is just Simon and Jensen. Danica's out of shot, and then Danica, I was like, what are we doing here? It's nonsense, chaos. Danica comes back and is like, Jenson Button has zero time for Danica. Una, you a legend. I'd love somebody to take some crayons and explain this new rule to me, because I just don't get it. Una, so the rule in a nutshell, it's amended ever so slightly, but it's the same in principle. If you are alongside, so a couple of different changes. The new rules, as far as their wording, say if you are alongside at and or prior to the apex. The rules as they were last year was as at the apex, so you can't just get to the apex and just get your nose in front. It unwinds some of the dive bombing tactics that have so come to characterise or epitomise even the ground effect era. At and prior to the apex. And there's another thing that you've got to be in control of your car throughout. And there's another piece, if I recall correctly, where it's like something about the interpretation. It's up to the interpretation of the stewards as far as the extent to which the overcrowd on the combined exit of the turn is aggressive, if I recall correctly. You know, I did a video about this, I promise. A couple of videos back, we went through the races notes, and it's all up there, promise. Mm, 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 mm. 240 even in the chat can currently do me a favour and smash the like. It matters. Otherwise, if you don't smash the like, here's what happens. The YouTube algorithm thinks your boy Cameron CC is an absolute numpty raw power, says James. It's peak Ferrari clown show settings. I mean, Lewis didn't go too badly. Go on, and then we're going to have to address the elephant in the room as far as Lewis. My boy Nasher tweeted me from Quick Stop F1. Again, one of the goatiest podcasts to have ever goated. But typifies the toxicity and the footballification that he so comes to despise. Here's what Nasher did. Lewis Hamilton gets a cheeky podium in a sprint race, no less. And all the Sir Lewis Hamilton fans, my old mate Nasher, Quick Stop F1 included, want to celebrate it like they've just won the bloody World Cup. Bloody, what are we doing? Context here is key. It's a sprint race again. Has he won the 8th? No, not yet. So take 2 seats and step. Like, what are we doing here? Going on like it's Carlos Sainz Jr. the way they're celebrating. Bloody Nora. Wind your neck back in. This is why I find myself ever so slightly conflicted. Listen, in fact, you know what? The truth is that I win either way. If Lewis wins, I can be happy as a Sir Lewis Hamilton fan. You know what I mean? If he loses, though, I can bathe in the tears of these bloody Sir Lewis Hamilton stands extremists. I'll do my homework and go rewatch. I promise you, you'll like it. If you want to, if it's too long, just Google the race overtaking move or overtaking rules or something. Because it isn't. It's changed ever so slightly, the wording more than the substance, but. Wow. Christian Horner was asked post sprint race what happened. Ted Kravitz got in his face, didn't he? Said, mate, what's going on? You like never used to make these mistakes, and now all of a sudden your pit stops are rubbish. Performance is inversely correlated to that of Ferraris, who keep doing 2-second flat pit stops each and every single race at this point. Like, what's going on? Ferrari have put in the work, haven't they? Put in the hard yards and the repetitions. Therefore, F1 Cameron doesn't want to give credit to Hamilton for any reason. Fanny, Fanny, that's not true. I get where you say if this was like 2010 to 2014, 13, I'd agree with you, Fanny. However, no, it's not that anymore. It's not that. I think the footballification of Formula One is in play, and that's owing in no small part due to the extent to which attention dollars spent on F1 globally has done one of these, gone parabolic. But I mean, sometimes you can't, bro, now TV's 20 minutes behind it. Oh, behave yourself, Igloo. I hope not. I think what you're talking to, Vanny, is me. My issue is, listen, if Lewis wins, I'm loving it and I'm going to punch there. If Lewis loses and his fans lose, I'm not sad. Not anymore. Because of the way they're so bloody toxic. Do you know what I mean? Toxic, celebrating a sprint podium as if it's the 8th unprecedented champion. Like, just behave it. Wind your neck in, mate. Like, what are we doing? Honestly. Numpties. Lewis haters crying so badly, Naomi. Yeah, well. No, I don't think so, Naomi. I'll tell you what it is, Naomi. It's just podium. Let's see in a minute. To my old mate, I thought nobody overtakes Max on the outside in the wet bloody Nora Nando. His car was damaged, though, to be fair, if we're applying full and robust context to the circumstance. Liam sees to turn it on. No, he's a bit crash prone, but that wasn't his fault. If rules are the rules, then you can't say Lawson didn't do a. I mean, he's by dint of him being alongside Alonso at the apex, round the outside, he's earned racing room though. Techie. They reviewed it afterwards and I was paying attention. The impact of Wheatley. Lewis will go from sprint podium to out in cute. Go on then, Mark. You know what the joke is, Mark? I think I don't think you're a million miles away from the truth, Mark, is the joke. Huh. Well, let's see. I think for me, as a Sir Lewis Hamilton fan, despite what the naysay, I think the Isak's favourite out of this, don't let anybody tell you who you are from who you aren't. If you're a Lewis Hamilton fan and you choose to, you know what I mean? If that's who you are, don't let anybody tell you, oh, you're not a Lewis Hamilton fan because you don't do X, Y, and Z. You know, crabbing a butt. You're a moron. You're an absolute moron. The exact thing that Sir Lewis Hamilton has been fighting all his career against, gatekeeping, circling the wagons away from the diaspora, is what you're peddling out now. You can't be a Lewis Hamilton fan because you don't do X, Y, and Z. Well, you, Lewis Hamilton, can't be a racing driver because you don't do X, Y, and Z and you don't look like X, Y, and Z. That's what he's been fighting against all his bloody... The irony's not lost on me, therefore, that there are large portions of the fan base that choose to spin and weaponize the exact thing that Lewis Hamilton has been fighting against all his career, now at a portion of his own fan base. Like, what are we? I think the words that I'm looking for, chat, abbots of unreason. Do you know what I mean? Nisco, you're not a moron. No, Nisco, you're not a moron. There is a large percentage of the fan base, however, that are extremists and fundamentalists. Let me tell you something, says Nisco. Tease it up nicely. You're not a moron, Nisco. Kimmy was pushed off. Do you think so? I don't think so. I think Oscar, let me tell you something. Go on then, get it out. Get it out, Nisco. I'm waiting. When his light's green, soon. Turtle, I was watching a sprint. And Foxtel missed the start. It's chaos because they went longer than expected, right? So they've got. I understand that some broadcasters have. I mean, they've got schedules to meet, right? Programming schedules. Get it out, Nisco. You're a legend, Nisco. Nisco will argue, but you know the body I'm talking about. I mean, Nasha's my brother, but we're gonna argue because he Watch what happens. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Max Verstappen is struggling in sector 2 with the low minimum speed turns, right? Medium duration. It was quali start time pushback. 100% kidney. They pushed it back because everything went so long. I want to say it's in T-minus 25 minutes, but I'm not quite sure. Nisco, you're a legend. You put a smile on my face, Nisco. We will disagree, chap, I'm telling you. But I don't know what else I don't know what else this channel is for, if not for having a conversation, an enthusiastic one, where we take opposing views. Nisco, it'd be boring if we were all... Baxty B, Sir, excuse me. Sir Baxty B in the chat. So was Max out of his start position? It looked like he was, Turtle. I'm not even going to lie. It looked like it, but Max in the post sprint race interview said, listen, I was touching the box. Apparently, if you're... So long a portion, some of your tire, if some of your tire, like the very back portion of your tire, is touching your grid box thing, the white lines, then you're deemed per the rules to still be in. Baxter V in the house. Baxter, I had to hold myself to account. Listen, I don't want to be like the extremists that I talk about so frequently on here, and I had to hold myself to account because I had heard that this chap Isaac Hajar was prone to mistakes, that his attitude was bad, that he moans too much, that every time he gets in an F1 car, he's not very fast. I said that. So Baxty at the time when I said that said, well, I don't know about that, Cameron. I think you might be barking at the wrong tree. So Baxty follows T-minus 10 minutes till we get ourselves a cheeky Q1. So Baxter said, what are you talking about, Cameron? That's not what I see in real time from Isaac Hajar. And thus far, Isaac Hajar has said, take 2 seats, Cameron. What are you talking about? What do you want about, Cameron? Just going to get techie. What's going on? Sydney Umarch in the chat. Ethan, good evening, people. Hope everyone is good. So I've got to eat some humble pie, right? At the altar of one, Isaac Hajar. I mean, he looked good when he bloody, when he avoided, what's his face? Iwasa. Is it Iwasa or Miata in the tunnel in Monaco? You don't do that and and be wanting for reflexes. Like, he's made me shut my mouth. You're a legend, Baxty. Smash the subscribe button. And again, if you like yourself some Baxty action, not too many go to your F1 minds, then get yourself over to Shifting Happens on YouTube and Baxty B's own YouTube channel, Baxty B F1. Go and do it now and come back shortly thereafter. God tier conversations. If a dude can recite all of the F1 champions, then he's got my vote. You know what I mean? From 1950, Giuseppe Farina, blah, blah, blah. And Baxter B's got that. He's like, they're working on Charles Leclerc's car because he yeeted it into the barrier. Doing Charles Leclerc things. Excuse me, Charles Leclerc. Modern day Jean and lazy things. Do you know what I mean? Another error of the unforced variety scoop. He says, I see these Sky Sports reporter or presenter ladies never skimp on leg day. They look like true. Scroopy. Danica keeps her, so whatever you want to say about a unique brand of broadcasting and some of the things she likes to report on outside of her Sky Sports F1 duties. I mean, Danica gets in a gym, mate. Do you know what I mean? I need to take a leaf out of Danica's book as far as personal health. I love how Mr. Windsor is annoyed at McLaren for signing. Yeah, you understand what he's saying though, Mark. You get it. If the driver's champion, it sounds counterintuitive in the first instance, right? But if the driver's championship is your priority, if all your eggs are in the just looking at Oscar Piastri with his team around him, Mark Webber, Tom Stallard, like how Physiobod, Arturi Simile or whatever his name is, all god tier F1 minds, all god tier, like it's just like Oxbridge grads, Olympians, physios who've been around NFL, but like mate, Lando Norris needs to up his team. Joanna, I completely agree with you. I think we're going to have to pause in the proceedings. 350 of you in the chat and only 88 likes. And again, housekeeping. If you haven't joined already, what are you doing? Join. Again, if you join, get yourself priority in the chat each and every single time. Access to a cheeky Discord. So 2 emojis. God tier ones, some say. The Discord's not bad at the moment. Everybody continuing the conversation over there. And then, if you like yourself some Supermax merch on the bottom left of your screen, then you know what to do. It's there, ready for you. I've pinned it. Cameron, do you think Charles will ever win a World Drivers' Championship? I personally don't think so, especially not with Ferrari. AM, multi-layered question. Danica is my queen. This guy says, Charles, shake my head. If we're playing balancing games, and if this is a channel on which we never ever sacrifice truth nor objectivity at the altar of cognitive dissonance, then I've got to... Charles last year made me take 2 seats. Because I've been crying the modern day Jean a lazy thing and saying that he makes too many errors of the unforced variety for the longest time. And then Charles Leclerc stepped up massively last year. You can count his errors of material consequence on one hand. He was really, really good. Really, really good. He was becoming final form. But that doesn't mean necessarily bloody snake on camera. And I've got a massive phobia. Cheers, Sky F1, without warning. Are you going to put the... Do you want to put a snake on camera anymore? Sky Sports F1. No, thank you. Imagine a dude just carrying a snake on the... No, thanks. I've been arguing back and forth with Charles Leclerc fans. I've been picking fights with them on Twitter, on all social medias, Facebook, TikTok. And so probably now more than ever is as good a time to say from the bottom of my heart that I just want to apologise to absolutely no one, and definitely not Charles Leclerc fans. What are you talking about? Of course he's still got an error in it. Yeah, he was good last year. But has he still got a cheeky unforced error in his locker? I feel like this is case in point today at the sprint race on the formation lap. Bad mistake. I mean, that mistake can happen to anyone. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair to Charlie, he had to go and test. They weren't 100% sure about the inters, so he needed to go kind of quick on them to establish whether he could adhere and manipulate the car on and over the limits of adhesion. I get it. I understand it. I feel like I'm making excuses for him, but nevertheless, it's still a mistake, a noddy one. To do that, your low-level decision-making has to be bad, right? Go on then, qualifying, incoming, couple of minutes away, and I'm here for it. Round 6, Miami, United States settings, Lando Norris territory. Buy yourself some tickets of the lottery variety dusting of Stranger Things. 5.4 kilometers, 57 laps will be your race. 1 minute 29.7 Max Verstappen track record. 3.5 meters, 355 kilometers per hour. Oof. 19 corners, Jekyll and Hyde circuit now. Sector 1, punctuated by what? Silverstone S turns. Let me go through this. C4, C3, C5. Softer compound tyres as versus 1 step softer as versus this time last year at the Miami Grand Prix, with a view to engender in this Grand Prix some stakes and some circumstances at the altar of tyre degradation. Here's what you need to know. Jekyll and Hyde type of track. It's not a Saudi Arabia Jeddah Corniche a la round 5. This is different because there are challenges of all different types of circumstance as far as the turns around this track. Sector 1 is characterized by high to medium speed, low medium duration turns. Low, short to medium duration turns. You know what I mean? Please see as an example, I don't know, say a Maggots or a Beckett. Sector 2 is characterised by the need to jump on the bloody brakes, twisties, 90 degrees hairpin S-turns, low minimum speed ones, and then Sector 3, I mean, you just got to get on the gas. It's a long straight. It's a drag strip of a straight. So you need the well-balanced car, do you not? Enter stage left, the MCL 39, for it is super, super balanced. And tyre deg is something that it's nailed. It can minimise for it. Nisco says, we fam here. Let's go. Thank you, guys. I love a community. Turtle, you're a legend. Camera's a great channel. Listen, it's a brilliant community, and that's got nothing to do with me. This channel thrives. There we go. Look at Cameron with the analogy. This channel drives to survive on the shoulders of you guys each and every single time, and that's why I won't labour. I don't hesitate to labour the point how grateful in extremis I am to each and every single one of you that keep me honest, that call me out on my bull feathers. These nuts. Let's go, James. I don't hate it. Go. Maximilian Verstappen has a cheeky daughter, potential F1, the next woman F1 driver. After Layla Lombardi, the next goated one after Michelle Mouton, potentially. Lily Verstappen. I have a nice print of a lazy in Ferrari with Damien behind them. Berger in the other Ferrari. I don't hate that. That's a good picture, Clive. It sounds like we're a couple of minutes away from a cheeky qualifying session. Going to get techie. Used tyres. Everyone's going out of in the first instance. And if you can make it, Q1 only exists so that you can get to Q2. Do you know what I mean? Let's see if this works. Let's go. Oh, Felipe. What's the point, mate? Get that dude on track, somebody, please. Instead of right, let's get comfy. Oh, rain in the air, potentially Maycam, Bull Feathers, Kipling, Ace, Aesop's Fable, and Lewis on pole. Can you imagine? Honestly. They've been insufferable, make on the likes of Nasher of Quick Stop F1. Insufferable, I tell you. Right, as soon as they roll out of this pit lane, reiterates the God tieriest one. The one that they call Martin Brundle. It's part firm conditions. No more changes to be made, therefore. Shout out to Kimi Antonelli and that skid planker since Alex Albon. since Alex Albon said, I don't know how that Mercedes is legal. Potentially because it looked like it was running so low to the ground. Double espressos all around, says Ted Kravitz. Ted Kravitz says it. Ted Kravitz absolutely nailed it. He says, very, very rarely have we had such a mentally draining, chaotic sprint race going into qualifying. It was chaotic. It was really, really chaotic, that. So I think there's going to be, you can only think there's going to be more chaos for quali, eh? It's not, it cannot just be smooth. It cannot be. I don't think it will be. Let me make sure. How about that, Kimi Hunter? I swear, I suppose the bad thing for Kimi is that the chaos that ensued in the sprint race almost overshadows. Oh, we don't need that one. We need this one. Forgive me. It almost overshadows the Kimi Antonelli being the youngest everything ever, doesn't it? It's a bit. I don't know. So go on then. What are we doing here, chat? Do me a favour and smash the like and then vote on it. Have we got a cheeky vote going? 45% of you think Oscar's going to nail it. Interesting. Potentially. Potentially. Make on, you're too kind as always, by the way, sir. That sprint race proved to me that free will exists. Too funny. Kimmy's going to be on one. I need to sit up, don't I? It's not good enough, that. What I need to do. Look at that big head. Cameron's big head. Get it out the way. All right, what are we doing here? Brundley's got to and nothing. Maybe having a son who sounds like that. How very dare you, Michael? What are we doing? Always free stubbornness, mates. Joanna says, once Max was the youngest, now a generation has stood 100%, Joanna. There is the next generation, isn't it? As Fernando Alonso is onto one. Props to Aston Martin for rebuilding that car so quickly, eh? As Max Verstappen goes purple first sector. As an American, I can tell you, the one thing about F1 that cheeses me off more than anything is the commentary from all those people, because I swear I want to turn it down to 100%. These nuts, it's not even a bad idea. I have watched many an F1 race on mute. I suppose the only problem is you miss the, I suppose you can do that on F1 TV, can't you? The only problem is that you miss the engine noise. That's the one thing. Maximilian Verstappen is onto one here. 28.7 from Max Sector 1, 33.7, although Oscar Piastri's going quicker, eh? Max in the first sector is God tier, 27.5 from Max Verstappen. Max can nail the first sector, but it's the second and the third that he struggles with. When it's high speed, low downforce, that RB21 comes alive, right? But when you've got to do all the low minimum speed turns, medium duration, it's understeery. There you go. So look, case in point, Oscar Piastri goes quickest thus far. Granted, it's only Q1, and do you know what I mean? So not much to see here. We're not competing for pole just yet, provisional pole. Not just yet, at least. Hang on. Right, so here's the thing. Sector 1, look at that. Max was, well, you can't even see it anymore. Oh, here we go. Max was like a tenth and a half up in Sector 1 on Oscar Piastri. But on the ensuing sectors, Max is like 3/10 that. So he loses all that and more in Sector 2. And then he loses another tenth in Sector 3. So Sector 2 is Max Verstappen's issue, right? Where you've got all the bloody, those 90-degree turns. Where it's understeer settings for that RB21. That's the issue. I listen to you and sound sky till minimum. Let's go, Rod. You're a legend. Cameron, you don't have a 4 red, you have a 6 head. Guilty as charged, these nuts. But it's the old, I mean, Father Time is undefeated and disputed, these nuts. What do you want me to do, chap? It's not my forehead. It's my hairline. Stephen A. Smith incoming, do you know what I mean? It's going to be one of these for me soon. It's all about Flexi Wings Joanna absolutely. Round 9, Spanish Grand Prix. That's when it's going to get techie. Spanish commentators are, and mate, I know, I rate them mid 66. But bias and all right. Can you show the mini sectors? I can't, Chim. I would love to. I can talk you through them, mate, but I can't, sadly. I will get into trouble. T-minus 10 minutes and 40 seconds left on the docket. I'm review on Sky's nonsense, volume to 0. It's sad because you're missing out on Brundle. When Brundle's in his bag, when like, I don't know, not an Abu Dhabi, it's Saudi Arabia 2021, and it's Max Verstappen, Sector 1, Sector 2, to the go-to sectors that you'll ever see in your life. It's like, well, I don't know, when it's like that, it's kind of hard, I don't know. When Brundle gets like that, it's kind of hard to... I like him. I think it's almost worth... I think I pay a lot of my 90 quid to Sky every single month because of Brundle. If Brundle left, I'd sack it off. Up. Handbags at dawn. Isaac Hajar and Sainz. After you, Claude. What? God. I'm honoured. These nuts, behave yourself. It's a community, mate. No filters at all. I can't be so serious. These nuts. It's life is too serious, and we come here to enjoy ourselves. So do you know what I mean? I've got to be self-deprecating sometimes. These, I'm not perfect. Apparently, nobody is. Look at me. You see me. You see the. It happens. McLaren and Max already on top. Daniel, 100%. Lewis Carr getting weighed and tested for skid plank. 1000%. 6 head is the funniest thing about it. Jackie Chan, don't indulge him. Hajar 0.00 or 0.046 slower. Go on, let's have a look at Isaac Hajar. He's on one. 28. Now look at that. Bloody Nora, Isaac. Chill out, chap. He's going to go quicker. 28.9 Sector 1 from Isaac. That matches Oscars. But Sector 2 is where the McLarens come alive, isn't it? That's the issue. All eyes on Isaac Hajar, Sector 2. 33.6. I mean, he's only a tenth and a half adrift. I don't hate that. 10th and a half, 0.2. So he's currently lapping 27.5. Isaac Hajar might be about to go quicker than Max Verstappen here, chat. He'll be in and around 27.5. Wow. Oh my gosh. Isaac Hajar's about to go quicker. He's about to go second quickest. Oh, chat. Fudge. Wow. Did you hear them ask Laura Meckes whether around some of the like 90-degree turners, whether Isaac Hajar is quicker than Max Verstappen? Diero, Cameron can't handle himself right now. Hit that like. Niska, you're a legend. ESPN has created an official F1 YouTube channel for highlights purposes, as they bloody should, Tarek. Do you know what I mean? Not paying for no marble tiles or carpets. P2 for Isaac. Jeez. Let's have a look at Isaac. I want to compare the... as Albon goes third. Go on then. Runners and riders. Sainz on a 27.0. Oh my gosh. Now Antonelli. Track Evolution. Can you spell it? With T-minus 7 minutes and 20 seconds left on the docket. Antonelli goes quickest on a 27.0. quicker than Carlos Sainz, only to the tune of 200ths though. Shortly thereafter, you have Piastri in third, Albon fourth currently, Bartoletto, Lawson, Hadjar, Max Verstappen, Norris and Alonso see out your top 10. Hulkenberg goes up to 7th. Lest we forget, this is only Q1. There are no poles to be won here. The only purpose it is evolving, isn't it? Much massively quicker than Max. Go on then, let's have a look. I want to compare this. I'm intrigued on this Isaac Hadjar lap. Sector what? Sector 2. Look at that. Hadjar, a 10.5 quicker than Max Verstappen on the low minimum speed sector 2. Max is still struggling. Sneaking like a ninja, says James. Antonelli Chaos. Quickest of all thus far. Go on, all eyes on the track for a second. Sonoda goes 9th. Oof. As Max Verstappen isn't having it. Look, Max just goes purple on a 28.4 this time. So 2/10. It's all about this sector 2 for Max, isn't it? If you can mitigate for the understeer, manipulate the car around the not insubstantial limits of adhesion, then he'll be diamond. All eyes on sector 2 for Max. Yellow minute, green micro, green, yellow micro goes Max. But then let's have a look where we set. Oof, 33.4. That, oh my gosh, 33.4. That's quick from Max. He's nailed sector 2. Is Max going to go purple here? He's 2/10 quicker than Oscar. He's 2/10 quicker than Antonelli. 3/10. He's about to go purple. So Max Verstappen about to drop it on provisional pole for this. Or quickest. There he goes. Wow. 2/10, yeah. Wow. 26.870 from forcing to be 5-time Maximilian Verstappen. Oscar Piastri goes second on a 27.0. A 10.5 adrift of his old mate Maximilian Verstappen. Mention no names. Turn 1, round 5. Jeddah Corniche, Saudi Arabia. But up top for the loop, look at the fixed front wing, Laneke. I know. Now he's got an end plate. Could have gone well. Max could have around that sprint. T-minus 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. It's techie. Match, behave yourself. It's still. Oh, Umanch. Umanch. I should. Cameron's forehead is so big it's still in the European Union. Guess even Brexit couldn't get a. Behave yourself, Umanch. I shall not have for it. Lewis Hamilton struggling a little bit. Go on then. As you were, Sir Lewis. Look at that. Currently in the drop zone with T-minus 4 minutes and 13 seconds remaining is Ollie Behrman, Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly, Fernando Eplan Alonso, Ocon, and Lewis Hamilton just outside. Look at that. To the tune of 1/100th of a second. You know what I said about all them Sir Lewis Hamilton fans celebrating just because he got a cheeky sprint podium. Now we are back in the drop zone, right? Back to reality. This is soul to soul settings. Do you know what I mean? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, day 1. It is going to get techier than techie things. I promise you. Yeah. Go on then. In for soft compound. The best put some brand new fresh soft compound. I don't care about saving time. If they put scrubs on Sir Lewis, then I know what's coming. Do you know what I mean? Get him through to Q2, mate. You're a legend, you Ada. And by the way, if you are a Max Verstappen fan, bottom left of your screen, some cheeky Maximilian Verstappen merch. We had some problems with the design, so you had to tinker with it. No longer have you got the copyrighted S of Superman on there, but you've got the old number 33. Now, of course, Maximilian Verstappen is number 1 by dint of the fact that he's the reigning world drivers champion. But we put the 33 on there. Max will always be 33 in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's his original number. All eyes on George. He's gone purple microsector there here. George is on 1. Go on then. 28.4, the time to beat in sector 1 for George. He's 2/10 off. Well, two and a half tenths. That's not good, George. Here we go, turn 11. This is where Max is struggling, right? Turn 11, look at that. 90 degrees, 90 degrees. Wait, George. There we go, get on there again. It's just understeer central, isn't it, sector 2? Low minimum speed, mitigate for the understeer, manage the car on and around the limits of adhesion. George Russell goes again. Now he's got the long drag strip. So it's a Jekyll and Hyde circuit, this, isn't it? T-minus 1 minute remaining. Currently in your drop zone with 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds left on the docket. Behrman, Stroll, Gasly, Alonso, Ocon. But owing to the rate at which the track will evolve, I think there's a lot of change to happen here. George Russell goes up into third on a 27.0. I mean, don't hate that. Behrman about to go. Where's Ollie going? Oh, for crying out loud. Ollie Behrman out into 19th. I think that's it for Ollie. He's not going to be able to, he's not going to manage. Go on then, Charles. Where's Charles going to end up? 28.8. Bloody no, that's slow. The sector 1 is slow from Charles. He's going to slot in like, yeah, 9th. Risky. Surely Sir Lewis can beat that, eh? He might need to if he wants to get into Q2. Go on then, chat. You let me know whether Lewis is going to make it into Q2. It's too late for a cheeky poll. Hijacking numbers for occult reasons. I hope Kimi wins over Russ. I know, I don't hate that. 33, age of 33 vertebrae. Agile up to 6th. Wow. What the fudge? On board with Sir Lewis now. Oh no, chat. Lewis Hamilton in the drop zone, yeah? 27.7 he's going to need to do at the very least. Oh no, Alonso goes up to 14th. Lewis Hamilton is purple, green, yellow microsectors. 28.7. Oh no, it's going to be close. Go on then, Sir Lewis. Let that Ferrari engine work. Otherwise, chap, you're not going to even get out of Q1 here. Doohan goes quicker yet and still. 28.7. Oh my gosh. All important sector 2 from Sir Lewis is going to need to do around a 33.7 maybe, yeah? He's going yellow. Yellow Michael sectors. It's going to be like 33.8, I reckon. Oh, 33.5. Take it. That's good. That's good from Sir Lewis. He's going to slot in around Bortoletto, potentially 9th, 10th. Don't hate that. Ocon up into 13th, however. 33.5. All eyes on Sir Lewis. Okay, so he gets the apex. Go on, Sir Lewis. This looks like he's about to drop it. Here he is. 8th, Sir Lewis Hamilton. Take that. And critically, how much quicker? 2 tenths or 1.5 quicker than Charles Leclerc. I don't hate that from Sir Lewis. Come off that man. Come off the hour. P8. Don't hate it. Cannot hate it. I was worried for a second there. Clearly, Sir Lewis has had his Weetabix in anticipation of the Met Gala on Monday. Lando Norris says, I've hit the wall. Can you check the car? Lewis is not even in the Met Gala. Stop embarrassing you. He's co-chair, Naomi. Of course, he's got to turn up. What do we do? Lewis in the drop zone again because he went to the Met Gala Monday. Nisco. Monday's Met Gala. But I mean, there is a thesis, a school of thought even, that you've got to give Lewis a long leash using which he can go. Oh, bloody no. Lando Norris super messy through sector 2 here. Turn 14, 15. What's going on here? Sort your life out, Lando. Oh, cheeky touch. Come on. 0 seconds remaining. Does Max still have a penalty to serve? It's quali now. I think they gave him. Didn't they give him they gave him 10 seconds in the race for the unsafe release. But that's been served now. Sprint race only. So go on then. Out in Q1. Ollie Behrman, usual suspects. Ollie Behrman, Lance Stroll, Pierre Gasly, Alonso Hulkenberg. Top of your timing sheets in Q1. Guess who? That man the one they call Maximilian Verstappen. And what's worrying for McLaren is that he split them in Sector 2. Sector 2 was where in free practice they had their durable competitive advantage. Why? Because it's low minimum speed turns, the type of circumstance and challenge automotive Rubik's Cube of a puzzle that RB21 normally struggles to solve. For now, however, let's have a look what Tsunoda-san's done. Look at that, Tsunoda-san's got it as well. Tsunoda-san goes 33.4, almost matching Max Verstappen. Sector 2. So that means to me that the RB21 solved for its Sector 2 issues. Oof. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. Carl Tucker in there. Williams faster than Ferrari as well. Super slippery, mate. But again, it is wild. Because you can't just... Remember, Williams used to just take all their downforce off and be super quick around, I don't know, a Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. Can't do that around Sector 2. You'll flop. Sector 2. And look at that. Alex Albon is quickest of all in Sector 2 on a 33.24, right? James Vowles, he's made a promise and he's delivering on it. They're a contender, are those Williams, in the hands of Sainz and Albon. Technical feedback, God tier levels off. Do you know what I mean? PhD Kyle. Like, what are we doing here? Doing out qualified Kev. Yeah, that's another part line that your boys missed and hasn't been paying attention to. Albon out qualifies Sainz. Let's talk about teammate wars. Russell, reversion to mean. Norris quicker than Piastri to the tune of 5/100ths. Tsunoda. What strikes me, I think Max has got more time in there. Because I think Max can go quicker. It should be able to go at least a 10th quicker than Tsunoda-san, particularly in Sector 2. I think there's more time for Max to find around here, I'll be honest. Oh, the humanity, 100%. Have you met your expectations? I actually don't mind Lando, to be honest, although I appreciate I could never do 100%. I agree with that. Max always has hard time. With turns like I agreed. Yeah. They said that Isaac Hadjar, they were asking Lauren the Mekis the question that there is a paddock chat that Isaac Hadjar is quicker at the minimum speed, or at least the telemetry says this, at minimum speed turns than Max. I was like, bloody Nora, where's that come from? Lando should qualify right behind Oscar every race so Oscar can fight turn 1 battles for him. True. I like that. Too kind, don't salt, by the way. Do me a favour, smash the like, please. 507 of you in the chat, and we only have 151 likes as we are about to embark on Q2. It's going to get techie. And techie things. Sector times are strange from Max and Lando. It's weird, isn't it? That he's split. So Max Verstappen in Sector 2 is quicker, ever so slightly quicker than Oscar. But slower than Lando. I think Lando has the whip hands, Lando, if barring mistakes, Lando should put this on poll. That's the truth. Williams eating Lucy's Weetabix says, I know they're coming to get it. Carl Tucker PhD, do you know what I mean? Go on then. So he's used what? That's all important, eh? Who's used what? Up. Go on then. So Max Verstappen, first time round, he's soft compound. All right, so the top 3 are the only bods to move super efficient. Although, saying that, Leclerc's only used 2 sets of soft compound tyres and both were scrubs. Oh, shoot, to be fair, Max Verstappen used a set of brand new soft compound tyres for that second time round. Norris used scrubs. Oscar used scrubs. So the McLaren boys look in good position here. Lando in particular, because he's got the most soft compound tyres left ready to go. So too Leclerc. Leclerc's got lots of soft compound tyres because he used scrubs. So Leclerc's in good shape as well, to be fair. But that car just looks rubbish. Love seeing Red Bulls out there, first thing to get a banker in. Guess they are finally learning. I mean, they've got to learn something on the back of that nonsense, the chaos that was the sprint race. What are we doing? What are we doing, chaps? Oh. Zach Brown says Max and the two Mercedes are the biggest threat. Very, very quick. However, they've used up a ton of soft compound type. They've used up bloody fresh compound type, fresh softs. Oh, Lando flopped 2 laps before getting one. I think it's a clue to what may come. But Lando only used... Did he flop? True. Well, yeah, he needed to get a second one. But he's done it. He's done both of those laps on scrubs, which is important, eh? Okay, about to embark on a cheeky Q2. For which I'm nervous. 483 of you in the chat can currently do me a favour. Please, now if you could, take 10 seconds and smash the like button because it's free. Otherwise, the YouTube algo would think we're being I think your boy Cameron CC is talking nonsense, and I don't think I am. I hope you don't think I am either. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Umar says, by analysing the data, we can definitely say that RB21 is driver neutral car, medium to slow corners, but not in fast. I thought it was the opposite, much. Don't take a look at Verstappen on a banker straight away. I thought I had it on good authority that the problem with the Red Bull is that on combined entry, so on combined entry for like a low speed turn, the issue with the RB20 is that it's understeery right. It's twitchy. Is that right? That's wrong. I can't remember. I don't think that's right though, much. Give me a second and I'll try and recall. I heard somebody talk about it not long. As Max Verstappen goes purple. That's it. Combined. Okay, so I always thought it was combined entry, understeer, and then twitchy on the apex, and then snap oversteer on the exit once you try and get the throttle. But I heard somebody say it was the other way round. That what epitomised the RB20 decent slipstream from Charles Leclerc there. That it was twitchy on combined entry, that it was understeery at the apex, and that the RB21 was oversteery on combined exit. That's what I heard somebody say the other day, and I'll go with that much. I think that's the Mega Lap Daddy Max on those. Not bad. He's onto it, isn't he? 200 likes. Thank you guys for smashing a like. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Verstappen 26.6. The humanity 33.3 in that all-important sector 2. But look at that from Science in sector 2. All-important sector 2 33.2. So Williams are a tenth quicker than the Red Bull in sector 2. My head is hurting. Charles Leclerc quickest through the speed trap, 343 kilometers per hour. That tells you all you need to know about the level of downforce on that car. Bloody no, look how close Sir Lewis is to Charles. I don't hate that for Sir Lewis at all. Wow, 26.9. Oh, wow. Max Verstappen, 2.5 tenths shy. Clear of Williams. Oh, my gosh. Ferrari are in trouble here. Everybody's going rapid. Look at that. Williams. Both Williams and Albon again. Quicker than Carlo. What are we doing here, chat? That's chaos. Oscar Piastri. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nearly half a second down the road. Oscar Piastri. Look at that. Oh my God. That's a marker from Oscar. Wow. I thought Lando was the quickest around there. But that makes a mug of me. Look at that. Jeez. So go on then. The gap between the Ferrari boys. Oh, Kimi Antonelli goes 29.6. The gap between the Ferrari boys and the race lead, 0.8. What? I think Ferrari might struggle around here. You know, I think this might be never discount an agitated Max Verstappen. You know, I don't disagree. Hmm. That's true. Lewis Hamilton, Brundle points out that Lewis Hamilton set that time on used tyres. It's going to need to go again, though, methinks. Remember, only the top 10 get through to Q3. Bloody Nora says, saying first six are really close. Really, really close. It's all in the flexi wing. I don't disagree. Oh, my gosh. Right. No grip. I don't know what's going on. Says King George Russell of Kingsley, Norfolk. Your bottom five currently look like Isaac Hajar. That's going to change. Isaac's been rapid. So that will, as soon as Isaac puts in a lap, you'll see him. I reckon he might be top five, right there next to Max. Lawson, Doohan, Ocon, George Russell. That will change. I think Ferrari need to get those fresh soft compound tyres on both Lewis and Charles Leclerc ready to go, because it's going to get chaos. Yeah, me too, Ted. That Piastri lap is chaos. (26-2). Ted Kravitz makes the point. Correct. Wow. Ted Kravitz making the points here that McLaren still can't match Max in the first sector. The high speed twist is right. Low duration, high speed turns. That's the RB21's forte. But again, remember, it's a Jekyll and Hyde track. So when you get to sector 2, look at that. Oscar goes 33 flat in sector 1, or sector 2 even. And Lando goes even better on a 32.9. Max can't get close in sector 2. Look at that. 33.3. So Max is losing 3/10. Go on, the gap between Max and Oscar is 4/10. 3/10 of those are being lost in sector 2 alone. It's all on sector 2, this chat, I'm telling you. Sector 2, yeah, look at that, 3/10. Bloody Nora. Chaos. George fuming. King George. LH fans call Cam a grifter. See, the problem is with that. I addressed it earlier, Ricky, but since you called my name, I'll address it again. The problem is with that. Lewis Hamilton has been fighting gatekeeping all his life. People have been telling Lewis Hamilton who he is from who he is and all his bloody life. And then a certain section of the fan base, Lewis Hamilton's, now want to turn around and weaponize the very same thing that Lewis Hamilton has been fighting to overcome all his life and his career against sections of the fan base. Behave yourself. Go away. Morons. Absolute morons, abbots of unreason, god tier levels of hypocrisy each and every single time, and it's nonsense. I can't have it from them. And here's where I struggle, Ricky, if I'm honest. I win if Sir Lewis wins, because I do want Lewis to do well, but if he loses, I bathe in the tears of the fan base. Like the morons who want to tell me and you who we are from who we aren't. Morons don't know anything about Formula One. Do you know what I mean? Brand new to the just nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Cameron, is it me? Has Ferrari's strategy been decent? I think they've been better in segments. Pit stops have been god tier. 2 abbots of unreason, Ollie. I couldn't say it better. 507 if you're watching, can only do me a favour and smash a like. Hippocratic oath. Oh, Hippocratic oath. Brilliant. I see what you've done there, Macon. God tier wordplay. I don't believe it. Max is possum potentially, but sector 2 is always going to be. If we can nail sector 2, then Houston, we have a problem for the rest. But sector 2 is always going to be a struggle. You're either a supporter of the man, of a fan of a driver doing well. We are not the same. I don't know what you're on about, mate. The Morans. I don't know. You've got to reword that, motor, so I can actually read it. I love seeing Kimmy in third. I know Kimmy's Abbots of Unreason. What are we doing there? Lewis going through. Yeah, well, I mean, when you get to 40 SD, I can some things start to change. I can attest to that. I dislike the hypocritical DTS fans. I know it's just fucking nonsense. And liars is what's worse. Telling me about it anyway, whatever. Entertainment cam, not 9 a.m. office meeting. Drive to survive, blessing and 100%. It's the footballification of the sport, isn't it? But again, somebody's got to stand up to that nonsense. Got to go. And ultimately, you know what will happen? Over time, you will start to see. There's a really good segment that I did on Nash's thing, and they were talking about Kimi Antonelli. This was when they announced that Kimi Antonelli was going to be last year, that Kimi was going to be driver for Mercedes this year. And then I said, you know what? Toto, the boy who cried wolf, will look like an absolute bloody genius if he jettisons Lewis and Kimi Antonelli comes into that team and delivers upon the promise of his not insubstantial potential. If he is the next Ayrton Senna, of course, Toto will look like an absolute genius. You will. Said that then. Oh, Cameron, stop hating. Toto doesn't know what he's doing. And now look. So history will prove. If abbots of unreason keep unreasoning, keep doing one of these and averting their gaze from truth, then ultimately history will make mugs of them. That's the truth. You'll see over time. Do you know what I mean? If you shoot straight, you won't bat 1,000, but you'll go close. And again, time will over time, when the tide keeps going out, you'll see in long form the emperors who aren't wearing any clothes. But I digress. 563 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. Who's going to get through to Q2? Of course, Cameron, after dropping those bars, you go and mix Q2 for Q3. Who's going to get through to Q3? I hope Lewis, mate. I mean, I hope Lewis makes it. Tom. No, menopause, 7 championships, 7 WDCs. While you're at it, hold me beer. Let's go, mate. Go on then. T-1 minute and 52 seconds left on the docket. That Oscar Piastri lap is foreboding, isn't it? Looking to buy a new car. Me and you both, Niska, if I could afford it. He's got CLS 63. Bloody ignoring this guy. I wish that I could afford something like that. No chance. No chance. Ocon is fast. Go on then. You see that? Ocon into the top 10. No pressure, Sir Lewis. T-1 minute. Lewis is going to need to go quick here. Green, microsectors. But he's gone 28.8. Oh, yeah, 28.8. He's yellow, but still quick. So that'll put Lewis in about 6th place on the evidence of Sector 1 alone. 32.2. Oh, no. 33.3. Oh, no. What's happened? Lewis has made a mistake in Sector 2. 33.5 Sector 2 from Lewis, and he won't have time. So where's that going to put him? 28.8. 33.5. 3/10 adrift. So it's 3/10 adrift. Oh, shoot. I think Lewis is out, chaps. Jeez. Yeah, let's see what I have to talk. See all this chat that they were talking. I tell you what, guys and girls, this is what has me fuming. Lewis Hamilton is gonzo in Q2. Gonzo. It's done for him. So what now? All that smack that they were like, Lewis is back 11th. Russell up into 3rd. Just talking all the time. The fan base just want to celebrate a little piece of highlights, a little bit of success. And now look, out in Q2. What are we doing? Unbelievable. Lewis Hamilton 12th. Is that sector 2? Is that sector 2, isn't it? Big mistake in sector 2. Completely missed the apex. But again, he's struggling to get the car turned in. New circumstance. The car ain't good enough. Absolute jokers want to celebrate a bloody sprint podium. And now when it's the proper stuff, look now. What happens now? Nothing is what happens now. Nothing. 100%. All talking that big talk. And now Lewis Hamilton is out. Haters are so embarrassing. I feel so sorry for it. Naomi, it's not. Listen, I would have loved for Lewis Hamilton to get through to Q3. I would have loved for it. But the bloody celebration and the shucking and the jiving and all this stuff because Lewis has got a podium. And now look, what now? Yeah, but that's true. There we go. No, 100%. Unbelievable. I told him. Honestly, it's a joke. Don't celebrate too soon. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Lewis Hamilton's out in Q2 for... Right, so into Q3, not Lewis Hamilton, not Gabriel Bortoleto, not Isaac Hadjar. He's had a shocker there as well as Isaac. Bortoleto, Doohan, Lawson. I mean, what are we doing here? How come we did not qualify, out-qualify modern day Jean Lazy? Because Charles quicker than him, that's why. Not by much, though, to be fair. I mean, if Lewis had just not made a bloody mistake in Sector 2, then he would have been all right. He would have been gone clear into Q3, but he made the mistake at the critical times, and that was all she wrote. You don't like Lewis, sounds like for me. Thierry, whatever, mate. Honestly, I've talked ad infinitum about people telling me who I am from who I'm not. I'm too old and grey, too grizzled an F1 veteran to listen to noddy people, morons telling me, oh, you don't sound like a Lewis Hamilton. What does a Lewis Hamilton fan sound like, Thierry? Is the fan base a monolith, Thierry? Honestly, I will say it again for your sake, Thierry. Lewis Hamilton has been fighting against the linear F1 thing, the monopoly that's had its arms around the F1 all of mine and his life. And you want to turn around and weaponize the very same thing that your driver, Sir Lewis Hamilton, has been fighting against somebody else. Take 2 seats. It's your fault, Cam. Ron Real. I'm Sydney. It is what it is. Lewis has no friends, but yeah, we're the haters. It's nonsense. I can't even bothered. Hajar not too pleased. After we just started giving him his flowers, but he's missed out not by much there. Two 100s to Esteban Ocon. Charles Leclerc not a million miles. It's just a bloody mistake from Lewis there, to be honest. Numpties. It's the race that matters, mate. Kind of like the sprint. Have you forgotten? True, Wayne. I mean, he's starting from 12th. Maybe he can do something if there's rain and I don't know though. But look at Max as well. 126.6. Max is 4/10 adrift. Go on, let's have a look at Max's sector 2. It's the 3/10, isn't it? I just can't. Honestly, James. Cameras are lit. Macon, it's not even. I'm not even going to do it again. You're right though, Macon. Bro's been sleeping since he got beaten by Max in 2020. But to be fair, Mark, if we extend Lewis a little bit of great hat, like nobody can go through 2021 and joke, man. Yeah, talk now. Do you know what I mean? All this big talk about fuck. The jokers, the clowns. They don't do Lewis. Anyway, you know what? I'm not even going to talk about this anymore because I'm tired. Charles Leclerc 3-2. So your Q3 participants are as follows in reverse chronological order. Esteban Ocon. So 2, Tsunoda, San, Leclerc, Albon, Sainz, Verstappen, Antonelli, Russell, Norris and Piastri. Lewis isn't too happy. It's that mistake. He was gone. So it was down the road, was Lewis. Fudge. Look at that. Lewis's best sectors. Oh, theoretical best sectors. Oh, it's so annoying that. So he's a 10th. Lewis was a 10th up on Charles Leclerc in sector 1. Flat sector 2. And 2/10 down in sector 2. So it's sector 3 that was killing him. Oh dear. What are we going to do? No, people don't want to hear any criticism. If you openly criticise Sir Lewis, then you're not a Sir Lewis Hamilton fan. He's proved the haters wrong again last year. Did he, Lee? Did he? Absolutely nobody. That's right. Paisley, it's not like Charles Leclerc is that far. 100%. So that's what I'm saying. Paisley, if you normalise for Lewis's mistake, then he would have gotten through, right? But again, truth, objectivity. What are we doing here? Stupid. Come at the king. You best not miss. Like, what are we doing here? Mark, at least going to Met Gala. You sound like Windsor. Jokers. Absolute clown show. Absolute clown show. Told people to cool their boots, man, before the driver can even get through to Q3. Not even through to Q3. Lewis' hate agenda is so forced. I feel sorry for you. Naomi, it's what it is, Naomi. Tell me who I am from what I am not. Again, why don't you? Go on then. We've got ourselves a cheeky Q3 and a 12 minutes on the docket. 627 of you in the chat concurrently. We work towards progress. Let's go, James. No more Abbott's of unreason. Get me stressed out by all this nonsense. Lando Norris. Go on, who have you got now, chat? Is it Lando's or is it Oscar's? That lap of Oscar's is quite foreboding. It portends even some serious space that he can access. Some serious pace, probably more than anybody else has on the grid, access to. No, he's gone bed, VC. It's 2,200 hours this end. To me, come on now, I do agree with the criticism 100%. However, both sides must admit when they're wrong. He won multiple races last year when the haters, you yourself said he wouldn't. That's right. Lee Doodle, don't do that. So you disrespect the legacy of Lewis Hamilton by throwing out these bloody crumbs, Lee. You're not on about winning races. I'm on about Lewis winning championship, for Pete's sake. I can't do this. Oh, you want to cover the race? Got beat by George 2 of 3 seasons. What are we doing here? Anyway, you know what, Lee? I'm not even going to. I can't even. Don't punch down. Right, we are T-minus 10 minutes. And 30 seconds left on the docket, and I'm here for it. Got ourselves a shootout. You let me know who you guys have got, by the way. Newsflash. Lewis is still in the race. Don't quit. To be fair, yeah, never quit. Never quit, but that's not good. Out in Q2. It's F1. We don't fudge around here. Let's go. RT. Zed Baller, he's hoping not. Go on then, T-minus 9 minute 53 seconds left on the docket. We have ourselves a shootout. Some say that this is the best moment of the Grand Prix weekend. So techie is it? Everything's on the table, right? 2-shot qualifying. Crafty said, who wants pole here in Miami? It's going to get techie. Sector 2 is all important. Here we go. Max Verstappen, look at him bringing in the tyres. He's going quick in sector 3 of his outlap, eh? Sonoda-san, 28-6 first sector. Huh. Okay, everybody's going for it. Look at this. All right. I don't mind this, chat. What a time to be an F1 fan. Max Verstappen going through. 28.2. 28.2 from Max. Let's see how close he can get to this. If he can get a 33 flat in sector 2, then Houston, we have a problem for the rest. It is the low speed stuff, Crofty. Stop listening to my stream and regurgitating it. Low minimum speed, medium duration turns. Verstappen goes 33.2. It's still slow. 33.2, quicker than before. Ocon goes fastest, 27.4. So Max Verstappen goes 33.2, purple in sector 2. All important sector 3 now. If you can break 25, he'll go close. Oh my God, he's going for it. Look at that. Max Verstappen about to drop it on provisional pole, but a cheeky 26.4. Oh my God, he broke 25. Oh, it's a marker. Over to you, OJ Piastri. 28.4. Oh my gosh. So he's two tenths adrift, and then he's gone 33. Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen has the whip hand, chat. Flipping Nora. Is he going to do this again? Is he about to do this again? Lando Norris. Oh my gosh. Chat. 3 milliseconds. 3 1,000ths. Oh my, they're going to have to pit and go again, aren't they? Okay, so what's critical here is that it's Max Verstappen's. He's getting quicker in sector 2, 33.2 as plays. Lando Norris is 32.9. Listen, McLaren still have the whip hand, but they're going to have to pull something out. Not enough, Max. Joanna, I agree. He's probably going to have to go quicker than that. McLaren should be quicker. They've got everything here to be quickest. Balance, downforce, low minimum speed turns of sector 2, quick stuff sector 1, the bloody drag strip in sector 3. I mean, they're going to have to go again, aren't they? Oh, how do you like it? If Max takes pole, honestly, Julian. But you just feel like in this scenario, let me tell you this, chat. In this scenario, when it's like this and it's close, and I feel like the driver can make a little bit of a difference. I tell you what, look at Lando Norris making mistakes again. What doesn't work, if Lando and Oscar had just put it on pole and second now, Charles Leclerc goes, oh, bloody Nora Charles, messy. Absolute messy. Look, I'll be looking to back McLaren. I think only Oscar can pull this out the bag now because the pressurised circumstance might do something to Lando. If Lando and Oscar had dropped it on first and second, then I feel like the pressure does one of these from them, right? And then they can go out and nail the quickest laps, get the best out from themselves. But now that Max has made his intentions clear, I don't know. Let me know who you got, chat. I'm going to put the poll out again. 675 if you're watching concurrently as we're about to get techie. Who have you got, chat? Who have you got? Honest question. You know what? I'm going to put. Oh my gosh, this is going to get chaos. Oh, we've got a fight, chat. We've got a fight for pole. Maybe Oscar's still got it in him. I don't know. Who you got? He's in the pits. He's going to come out on a burning track. Max needs second bet. When Max loses it in turn 1, what's the excuse to get... Mate, nobody's infallible, right? They are humans. T-minus 5 minutes on the docket. 713 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Let the algo know they're out here peddling the F1 gospel rather than nonsense. For the avoidance of doubt on this channel. Bloody Nora. Nervous, chat. I don't think the race weekend as at the 3rd of the 5th 2025 Gets better than this, you know. My heart can't even. I know the race is the race. I get it. I understand. But I don't know. I just think this is like, for me, I think this is. I love this point of the race weekend where they've done their banker laps. It's Q3. It's the paid session, and now you've got the serious ones, the key protagonists in the McLaren boys and Max coming out for a one-lap shootout. Like, do you know what I mean? Make a name for yourself, Oscar, Lando. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, Drucifer. I don't know. Yeah, put some stuff. I agree. But I mean, he's got his 2 tenths adrift. People yapping about Max being in a McLaren. I thought Max could put Haas on Paul. Grice's razor, Jehobos. You understand the sentiment. Cameron, you're emotionally invested. That sport. I know. I am trying, Joanna. It's chaos. Cheeky match to bottom left of your screen. If you're not a member already, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Come on, Sid says Tom. What is going on? It's too chaotic. I can't cope. It's too much for me to bear. I can't do it. The excitement. Listen, best of luck to everybody in the chat. Whether you're a Lando fan or an Oscar fan or a Max fan or even an Antonelli. Imagine if Antonelli goes and drops it on pole again. Oh, the humanity. Go on then. Who have you got? 46% have you got Max? This one is for Lily. Julian says bloody Nora Stakes. I mean, a Max Verstappen is a very hard Verstappen to beat, is he not? And he wasn't too pleased on the back of Red Bull and their nonsense. Go on, Antonelli's heading round first, eh? And breathe, chat, and breathe. Bloody no, I'm so nervous. The stress of Formula One. It's not madness, but it's circumstance and McLaren and Oscar and Lando and Max. And I don't hate it. Max has naffed it up, has he? Already? How do you know this? No, he's just maybe he has. Go on. I think you're premature. All eyes on the top. Oh shoot, he has. Oh no, Max is. Oh yeah, no, he's naffed up the outlap, the ending bit. Although he's gone purple. Oh my gosh, he's still going purple set to 1. 22.68 is the time to beat set to 1. Oh my god, he's still gone purple set to 1. Crying out loud. But I think he would want to go quicker than that. 28.2. Let's see what Lando's got. Green from Lando. I kind of want Lando to go well just because of the pressure. Time to beat sector 2, 33.2 for Max. Purple. He's going to go quicker sector 2, chat. What the hell? Who is he? There's a 33 flat through sector 2. Or over to you, Lando Norris. 28.2 is the time to beat, chap. Oh my gosh. Oscar and Lando have flopped it again. Max is going to nail it, chat. What is he doing? Who? How? Who is he? Both of them have gone yellow, but Lando Norris is going yellow, but he's gone purple. All right, so Lando Norris is on to 1A. 32.9. Oh my God. He's gone quicker yet, and still Max Verstappen. Lando goes quickest in sector 2, though. So 2 tenths was the difference. So it's all still to play for, maybe. Lando can do something, maybe for Lando. Oh, wow, their sector. Okay, Oscar's still in for it here. Oscar and Lando. Lando Norris second. All eyes on Oscar. Oscar's going quicker, though. Flipping Nora, chat. Oscar Piastri, maybe. All eyes on Oscar's lap. No chance. He's a different gravy, chat. He's a different gravy. He's just a different gravy. Antonelli's onto something here. Can Antonelli, if Antonelli puts it on pole here, I'm going to lose my mind. No, he's 2/10 down. No, nothing from Antonelli. Third from Antonelli. Is George up to fifth? Listen, chat, it's done. It's a wrap. It's done. As Kenny Smith would say, it's over. It's over. Let's go home, everybody. El Jefe, are you not entertained? For real, for real. It's over. It's done. It's gonzo. This dude is something a bit ridiculous. He's messed up his outlap and then look what he's done. I listen, stop glazing, Max, they'll say, but how can you not glaze him and be a fan of F1 when you see something like that? Nailed the two McLarens in a slower car again, of course. Unbelievable. How? It just makes no sense. Crying out loud. How does he just do that every time? Umach. The car's not slow, Ryan. I don't disagree, but the driver's not bad either. Do you know what I mean? Six to one. Flipping Nora. I mean, this time I'm speechless. I wrote down the odds. 14% of the time Max Verstappen qualifies on pole. Lando 32, Oscar 36, George Russell. You could have gotten 6 to 1 odds on Max Verstappen dropping it on pole. I mean, unbelievable. I'm lost for words, chat, genuinely. This isn't me just, I'm contemplating how am I going to put, how has he done that? How? It makes no sense. OG Zilly legend. I'll be upgraded floor working will be interesting battle to the end of this year. Are they coming? They're coming. It's not slow, OG Zilla. But still, he shouldn't be able to do that. He shouldn't be able to do that. Not around here. The car's quick, I get it. But Sector 2, we didn't have the whip hand. Still 2/10 adrift of Lando in Sector 2. A 10th up and then... How's he done? I just don't even understand. And he's fudged up the bloody... We were saying it right. It looked like he fudged up the outlap. Like the final cut. Talk to him nice, James. Talk to him like, who are these odds makers? The experts, the so-called ones. But then why weren't we? If we were also bloody confident Max was going to nail it, we would all put our mortgages on. I bet Max for the sprint race. I didn't bet him for quali. Fuck, what are we doing? Chat, I'm going to go. I can't understand it. I'm baffled. I'm really, really baffled. And purple sector and had a mistake. Sector 1. I think he had a mistake. Sector 3 of his outlap. Not necessarily sector 1. Umach, what are we doing? I don't know the answer to these questions. That is... Who is he? Good luck beating that chap. Good luck beating that chap. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm done, Simon. Reaction video coming shortly, but I don't know how to. I don't know. Oh, did you hear him? He said that he's been able to rotate. The upgrades have helped him to rotate the car a bit better. Setups. Chat, I'm going to go. We'll reconvene 30 minutes before the race tomorrow, where Max Verstappen will start from pole again. by dint of a god tier qualifying lap. He's pulled it together in the times where it matters most. Once again, that's what the great ones do. Indeed, you could say even that that's the difference between the good ones and the very greatest of them. That they don't play all the points the same. They pay the big ones the best. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I've run out of verbiage. My vocab even is not adequate. I'll see you tomorrow. My eyes are watering. I'll see you tomorrow, 30 minutes before. In fact, we'll go in a couple of minutes for qualifying reaction video, but that'll be a short one. The next one, 10 a.m. tomorrow. And then, of course, 30 minutes before, lights out for the race. Are you not entertained?